Hey guys, I figured out how to switch this to my application window and actually see it as well. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see everything that I draw on here as well. Let's see here. There's a delay, at least. No, it's not here. I don't know what happened. All right, like I said, just testing. Not there. This is very unusual. Huh. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to switch to a different window. Ah, it's working. I'm not going to be drawing with my mouse though. Gonna audio test. Gonna audio test. Wow, that's loud. A little louder than I thought it was going to come out. But it's a really good mic. Wow, that's a little louder than I thought it was going to come out. It's a really good mic. Yeah, I know it's working now. Okay. I'm going to turn that down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, a man with no flesh or muscle and a nice shirt. Oh. Just setting this up and waiting. You know, this looks way different than it should. What am I looking at here? I think rather have it set up like this with that in the back. Yes. That looks a bit better. It says there are two watching. Is there somebody watching besides me? The thing said I'm starting at 7, so I don't think I'm going to start early. I have, 12 minutes to make sure this is set up right. my moderator here. Clever. We're going to leave the 4/4s out of this, guys. Well, there aren't 4/4s to follow. So if you go for 4th season, that's the Belton season, and then 4th episode, pretty much there. Only need 2 random numbers, because I'm sticking strictly to the Omin Mesa and not New Omen or Limit. There's no possible way I could even draw from Limit. I don't think I could. I don't know enough about that story yet. It was built by friends. Really need to rewrite all this. I think I was creating a document on my computer, so this wouldn't all be graphite on paper. I have a digital copy of it that I could look through better. I think really if I just work on the website that I made for this, it'd go better. I will have to pull some references. That's pretty much it. Some of the characters change their clothes and the way they look a little too often. Which isn't supposed to be typical for animation. You're supposed to keep them in the same clothes almost their entire run on the show. Oh, what terrible timing I have. Somebody else is already streaming that I want to go watch. I've always had terrible timing, though. I think I'm fine with it. Not gonna bother me none. If you're watching the VOD of this, chances are I've cut this part out. Probably gone in to edit it and trimmed out this beginning all the way up until it's 7. Nothing's going on right now anyway. Except the battery on my pen is dying. What I've got planned today could potentially be extremely difficult. Don't make it too hard on me. If anybody's wondering what kind of mic I'm using, it's a Rock Band USB mic for the PlayStation 3. Because, my goodness, that thing picks up very well. and also dampens out a lot of other noises in the room too. It's a pretty cheap and professional mic, surprisingly. Of course, I also happen to own a mic stand because I'm a musician too, so I didn't have to go buy a stand for it. It doesn't come with the stand. That's what I'm saying. Well, that was shaky. Let's see what our number limits are. Oh no, they're in A's. Okay. No, are they? Okay. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I guess I could do the interview. 12, 13. I have to give you the second number limit later. Okay. Well, it's less than a minute, but you get the idea. All right, it's time. Get rid of that. So I'm going to make an official top layer here. This is kind of random. So what I need officially from you, what I officially need from you, what officially from you I need is a number, two numbers actually. First number is between 1 and 13. The second number, make it uniform if I can be anywhere from 1 to 16, I think. I don't think I have an episode listing that goes over 16 episodes. Let's see, we got one that's 8, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 7. Flipping pages is hard. 19. Oh, no. Hold on. Is that the revive? Yeah, 19. 19 episodes. Yikes. 11. 22. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. So I'm pretty sure 22's the most episodes I have in a single season. 12. 23. Well, I am terrible to myself. What is that? The perfection season. Okay. Yeah, it's really long. Okay. That's what it is. That's the largest number you can pull from the second set of numbers. Just going to leave that up there for now. I should have made the numbers way bigger, but let's not bother with that right now. So welcome to whatever this is. Drawing with viewers, of course. It's right there on my screen. My plan, like I said in the description, I'll just read my description here. I'll be drawing some things from the Omin Mesa Saga in order to somewhat create an opening for what would be the animation of said saga. Just pick some random numbers. Obviously, first number would be between 1 and 13. And the second number will be between 1 and all the way up to 23. Although some of the seasons only have 6 episodes. So if it's 1 through 6, I'm going to let you know after you pick the first number what the second number can be. And I'm working on getting some random numbers right now without using my own random generator, trying to pull this from somebody else. And I really, really hope they don't say 4-4. I've already looked up 4-4. It's very difficult to draw that. Don't Don't say that. We're leaving that out. And I'm going to color them as well. Probably not right now, but I could, and unless I get another suggestion. Once it's drawn, I'll be looking for more numbers. And if I don't get new numbers, I'll start coloring it in. And I'll just save the coloring for later if I do get new numbers. Everyone's pretty much asleep right now, which leaves me sitting here thinking, what in the world am I going to draw? And I don't want to edit this part out because it's in the middle. Well, it's in the beginning. 5 minutes in. You understand. I'll show you what I did last time, though. So, last time, I did this Jacksepticeye positive mental attitude, and I posted it, I think, like an hour after he did it, the video. I don't know, but I posted it too late. I don't think he got to see it. I don't know if he's going to see it, but this is what I did. I'm not the only one to do this either, apparently. Him pointing at his board in the back. I had some trouble with this because I was doing this during the live stream, and it didn't come out so well as my stream kept crashing, and I was trying to get this background just right, and I just said, yeah, it's good. I'll keep it there. Whoa, buddy, your hand is not in a good place. And then somebody said that their favorite Pokemon was Gengar after trying to get a suggestion from them. So I ended up drawing Gengar here. And then I ended up making him look like Gengar a little bit later, because he didn't quite look like it in the beginning. Oh, here we are again, sitting here waiting for some random numbers. I have not gotten a text back. I'm gonna post that. Looking for random numbers 1 through 13. So I'm gonna come over here to this other drawing pad. Won't let me do that. Let's see. Let's pull. Would be a good start. Was it the perfection season that had the 23? I think I said it was. So if I start with that, let's start with this perfection season. It's way in the back of my notes. Time travel. I don't think this is it. Nope. That was one of the previous holders for the most episodes. Okay. If I did just a full episode list, I'd probably do it a little bit differently. Hello, viewer. Looking for a random number 1 through 13. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And why did they... I remember why they fought. trying to get some random numbers from some friends of mine. I guess they're asleep. I'm not sure. This is a little early for me, too. Oh, goodbye, viewer. They came and left. It's a fleeting experience. I saw them. I saw the viewer count go up one. I rejoiced. And then they were gone because I mentioned them. I noticed them and they got nervous. That tends to happen. Me making people nervous. All the time. Anyway. I'm going to be pulling my own random number. First thing I picked was 11. I got to pick a 1 through 23. Let's see what's 4 of this. 11, 4. Wait. 11, 3. 11, 3 be the episode Higher Power Destroyer. Higher Power Destroyer. Oh yeah, it was the 3 ERs episode. The opposite of the pirate episode. Rawr. I mean R. Well, 3 down from the pirate episode. Never mind. Don't worry about it. That out of the way. Make sure we're on this. I'm going to go ahead and save because this could crash at any minute. Probably. I don't mean to be that loud. I know this mic is better than I assume it is. Okay, so in this, Sir Clayton uses some of Luminaire's programming on the Lumen Destroyer. Really? What? I need my glasses. I don't know if I read that right. That didn't make any sense to me. Sir Clayton uses some of Luminaire's programming on the Lumen Destroyer. No, I read that right. Okay, so a scene with the Lumen Destroyer. Oh, no. Fighting Luminaire. Now, Luminaire is a little bit easier to draw, but the Lumen Destroyer, whoa. Okay, what happened in this scene? Episode 127, Luminaire is sort of in a late stage form. I think he's already been destroyed once. Luminaire's an android. Let's see. Karnak makes a temp fix on the time machine and grabs 92 and Luminaire, of course. So this is after his fight with 92, after he was destroyed, and after the timeline was changed to where he survived. And it's towards the end of the series. So I think at this point, when he's fighting the Lumen Destroyer, what happened right before? Everyone tries to form the perfect plan to fight off the threat. Oh, yeah, the perfect plan. It's talking about all this perfect and perfection and stuff like that. What it is the Star Shifter has reached a final state or something. So everyone's trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. And they think that Sir Clayton created him, and he's not. So this is the Lumen Destroyer and Luminaire. Lumen Destroyer is here to be a god killer, basically. I'm talking to fill space because nobody's here. So everyone is shocked to see Cell 2 standing in front of them. The perfect version of Cell. No, I'm missing some story here. It's hard to go out of order. Bigger threat, unknown, comes back, claiming not to be the real threat. That's when he's outed as Willow. Unfolding. Erdy's ability, Element Queen, Snow, so Clayton program 92 and Luminaire. Two, waiting for unknown return to prep themselves. So this is, oh man, so much has happened. This is, I didn't want you guys to make it hard on me. I made it hard on myself. Everyone is shocked to see Starshifter Cell. The more Starshifter fights, the stronger he gets. So he's growing stronger, fighting against the robots and androids. Starshifter increasing in anger gives Sir Clayton an idea. Right. But he doesn't implement it, so he needs time. Fun strategy. So this is basically, he's trying to strengthen his destroyer. He has Luminaire under his own control, which is Lumen's robot, android robot thing, humanoid mechanic with his own power infused in him. And they're just training. So what's an exciting part of them training? What would be a great pose? Actually, no, I don't want to do fighting. That'd take a lot of animation. I'm not here for the animation. I'm here to kind of create an opening sequence. So first we're going to see how big that line is. Don't, don't, don't switch layers on me. Don't do that. That's not cool. A little big. You have to zoom back. So first I need to do a drawing of the Lumen Destroyer. Oops, hold on. Shaky hand. Also, I don't have tapering. The lack of tapering makes this extremely difficult. Is that what it's called? I'm going to check and see if real quick, if I have a reference photo of the Lumen Destroyer. I have not drawn him in a very long time. Oh no. Nope. He's not a good guy. He wouldn't be in that folder. You can see what's changing folders down here. Not in there. I do not have a drawing of this guy yet in my folders. Here's the no. Shut up. I guess I'm not opening that. Never mind. No, well, it's not here. Oops. I sort of remember what he looks like. If I get him wrong, he's going to be really tiny anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I'm going to move him up a bit over here. I'm going to move him over here. Going to move him over here, then I'm going to move him over here. Just going to move him around everywhere. Not really pay attention to what's going on. So this is just going to be sort of a dialogue thing that's happening. Oh no, what? He's so mechanical. It's really hard. to draw something that mechanical. Especially hard to draw circles on this thing. Yeah, just a little smiley face. Doesn't matter too much. Like I said, he's going to be small in this. Oh, are you kidding me? Why do I cross the lines and stuff? Trying to remember what this guy looks like and how his joints are going to work. You know, it's an exoskeleton. Like me. It's so there's just a little bit different mechanics involved in it. Oh, I do have a drawing of him somewhere. Oh, there's the text. 5 and 12. I'm gonna look at that, see if 12 works. We got some numbers. It'll be what I'm drawing next. So if I can find season 5, that's 8. 7. Skip ahead. There's 5. There are 13 episodes here. Well, what do you know? So it'd be the next to last episode of the Android Saga. So episode 52. Secret weapon. Sir Clayton summons the Lumen Destroyer. Oh no! Why would you do that to me? I have to draw this guy twice? Okay, hold on. Sir Clayton summons the Lumen Destroyer, this thing that I'm drawing, and Sir George calls the Starshifter at stage 2. But what happened right before this? Okay, Lumen is fighting. So Sir Clayton is just all over the place in this, doing all these things. Next thing, he goes on a killing spree, kills a bunch of people. See, Mo and Job survive. Maokoi survives. So this is right before they go and fight him. And this is at stage 2. And he's trying to achieve stage 3. Yeah, I've actually drawn this already once. But this first scene, I'm going to be just throwing a scene in there. And I got to draw this guy twice. Yay. I could simplify his drawings a bit, you know. That was a terrible, terrible pocket. That's better. Not great, better. And it works. Okay. I'm just gonna start pumping this out as fast as I can. Not as fast as humanly possible, but as fast as I can get it out. Why is a fully mechanical creature wearing a vest? Why are you asking that question? Don't ask that question. Does any of this make sense? Do I make sense? I'm a talking skeleton. Not really, but for today, I am. This is not what he looks like. I messed it up so much. And I don't want to pull out the drawings. Retcon, I guess. I've been working on my drawing. Oh, for about 27 minutes. Yeah, that looks right. Messed up that leg. Oh, messed up again. I'm doing that. Drew that too big. Drew all this little too big. Wouldn't believe your eyes. 10,000 fireflies light up the night when you're asleep. Oh no, his shins. What do his shins look like? No, I don't remember what his shins look like. Most of this was retconned a bit, but his shins. Hmm. Trying to think because I've only ever drawn them. I was going to say seen them. I've only ever drawn them from sort of a hanging. Never shown him actually stepping down onto something. Oh, see, I don't want to break the theme either, just to make it easier on me. What I need to do is really go in a little closer. There you go. So that's one character. I'll color him a little bit later if I get time, but I don't have time right now. So let's switch those layers since I'm not doing the coloring. That is, oh, yeah, Lumen Destroyer. This is Lumen Air without the E. Oh boy, he's gonna be facing the other way. Makes that a little bit easier. Hey! Anyway. Why did I get another Lumen Destroyer episode? I don't have to draw that scene from the episode. Actually, you know what? I don't have to draw that scene from the episode. That's even better. I have another idea from that episode that I can draw. But for this one, what does he look like from behind? I know I've drawn him from behind, but we're also a later stage since he's trying to hide himself. That doesn't look right. Hold on. Oh, I know why that doesn't look right. I'm gonna start over. I think I have to do this all in one fell swoop. No, it wasn't actually a hood on the back of him. Man, I'm messing this up already, and I barely gotten started on him. See, if it wasn't a hood, just really fluffy scarf thing around him, I think. So I got it right the first time. He's easier to draw from the back here. From this point, because mostly cape. And hair. Yeah, that's not the way I wanted to do that. Let's That's how I create my own tapering. I really, really wanted to spend that much time on it. Let me save this because they put 512. So I'm gonna write this down. This one is 11 and 3. That's right. And the next one is 512. Okay. Back on task here. I'm gonna go ahead and save it because this could crash at any minute. Never know. Wait a minute. No, that's more cape than cloak. That's not what I wanted. This is going to have to look like it's rounded around. Oops, I actually got it good, but then I erased it. Yeah, that's better. This is a bad position for that hand. Let's see. Okay, it's hard to draw underneath, which is the problem I'm running into right now. Because I don't want to actually draw here, and I don't want to have to create a new layer to do this. So I'm trying to get this in my head where everything's at. Yeah, that looks right. So why is that box way over there? Did I make a mark over there? I did. And I didn't erase it. I don't know where it's at. It's over there somewhere. It's hard to see it, but I think I got it. Yep, okay. Oh, tips. So there's two characters that I'll have to draw a little bit later. I think I should draw Sir Clayton in here doing his thing. What's the next one? 5 and 12, which was Sir Clayton and Sir George having a power struggle, basically. I'm going to remove them for now. Do the Sir Clayton, Sir George face off. Guess I'm going to have to draw them twice. I'm going to have to make a duplicate layer, so I'm going to just delete that layer for now. This one is Sir Clayton talks. The next one will be Sir George talks. Just kind of do a back and forth thing, I guess. It'll work out. I'm sure of it. So I don't have to draw them too big, which is great. Uh, does Sir Clayton still have, yeah, he still wears this hat down in his face for these scenes. I don't want to do a skeleton drawing first. Keep saying skeleton. I don't want to do a frame drawing first of the characters because it takes too much time. I'm not good at it. I'm much better at just drawing them out, not worrying about it at all. Here, I'll keep me in the corner here for this, and I'll draw them here, and I'll move them over later. Oh, hold on. Okay, still in the same layer. I need a good starting point. I like to start with his hat. I really do. And I know what he looks like because he wears sort of a bomber jacket like shirt. But starting with his hat is very difficult. I don't like getting. Oops, what did I just do? How did I make a copy that quick? Keybinds. Yay. Didn't even know I was doing a keybind, but sure. No. Really hard to get the angle right. See, I thought I adjusted it. Almost. I think that's the angle. That's the angle right there. Yes, that is right. That is his hat. Okay. At this point, it's not till he makes guards 1 and 2. No, he's already made them. At what point did he take his hat off? I can't remember. And he's not in the fight, so it doesn't say whether or not he's changed. I think it's fine just to keep his hat in his face. It's just something he does. He puts it right up over his eyes all the time. So, and I've already drawn him without his hat in his face. You want to see that, you're going to have to go find it. It's on one of the Omin Mesa, the telling videos. I drew his head too big. I know of a quick way to fix that. I say quick. It's going to take a little bit of work. Lock dimensions, please. If I made his head too big, I just make his hat bigger. You have to apply, then deselect, and you're good to go. Now his hat's too big. Oh no. Well, I got it close. He's gonna be tiny. It's gonna be shrunk down. It's not that the hat's too big. This angle is actually off. Or not. That's not what it was. The best thing about tonight is we're not fighting. Could it be that we have been this way before? I know you don't think that I am trying. But hold me close, because tonight will be the last night that I fall for you. I'm gonna have, yeah, I gotta move them up. Let me talk a little bit about this scene, just kind of place you in it. So, a lot's been happening, a lot. Sir Clayton here has been kind of sneaking around, supposedly working for Sir George, but not really. Nobody really likes Sir George, but at the same time, people really don't like Sir Clayton. This is sort of why the stuff that he does. So, how sneaky he is, and how he's been trying, like most people in the universe are, to own the universe. Sir George owns a lot of systems, a lot of places and areas all over a lot of planets, a lot of star systems. And so he's sort of like the biggest target. If you want to own the universe, you got to take on something that he owns, most likely. So Sir Clayton has been doing that while pretending to work for him, just like Shang Tsung did. But Sir Clayton has been using George's funds to fuel his hostile takeover. And create an army of robots and androids. Well, it's not a great hand. Think I'm going to be happy with that? I don't. I'm going to redo these lines and then re-erase the insides. I still don't like it. It's very, very disturbing. Might just be this line. Nope. That's a hard angle to hand. But you got to hand it to me. I am trying. Yes, apply. I forgot. I got to do that to deselect the area. think I've ever drawn somebody standing from the side before. I'm going to adjust those dimensions here in a second. So there's one. Let's see. I have to do some dimension adjusting in a bit. Going for an hour and 19 minutes here. Because George is huge, and I gotta draw him from the side now, too. First listening and then talking. I know how I'm going to do that. Well, this is going well. Oh no. Can't do that. Drawing him a little too to scale, a little too close. This is why I had that on 30. I must say Sir George is a big man. I mean, he's a big man. Makes him really hard to draw. It's like Mario Santa Claus. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Oh, yep. There's the problem. He's a big guy. But I'm able to do this. And I don't think it erases the layer. Let's find out. No. Oh, no. Something erased it. Okay. I know how I'm going to do this. And it's pretty dumb, and I shouldn't do it this way. But I'm going to. Sometimes you got to be creative and think of some interesting ways to do this. Shortcuts, basically. Whether they're right or not. Sometimes shortcuts. Certainly comes with its own issues, like perspective. I have no idea how this is going to look when I rotate it back. It turned out all right. We'll have to add something that I forgot about, and the line's going to be like twice the thickness. That's fine. Okay. Gonna get their heights correct. I think that's right. There we go. So I want to duplicate this layer, change it to George Talks. On this one, it's a 15. It's a 7. 7's about right. 'Cause I'm smart. Yep, there we go. Now I need some more numbers because I think that went well. And while I wait for some more numbers, I'm going to be coloring this scene, starting with Loom Destroyer, I guess. I'm gonna move him over there. So go to a layer underneath. It always makes the colors pop more. I have to also name this the Lumen. He told me I had a spelling error. So here we go. Red clothes, blood red, Alex's hair. I need one more red up there. I didn't even realize it. Red eyes. No, it's gotta be Alex's hair red. It's the closest to the actual red eyes people have. Yeah, there we go. And then color in this vest. As you can see, by using the colors as a layer underneath, I can go right around all of these lines and not have to worry about getting on the inside of them. I mean, covering them up. What? Staying on the inside, not have to worry about getting on the outside of them or covering them up. I know there's an easier way to do this, but this is the way I do it. Wait, I don't want to use that. That wasn't connected. Why wasn't that connected? No idea. What time? How long is it? 2 hours? Yeah, about 2 hours. Sorry, I haven't been talking, been concentrating. That happens when I get to the colors. All right, well, while I'm doing this, I'm going to attempt to convey a message here. If you haven't already, go check out my blog at fcpod.blogspot.com. There is a link in the description below. Also, if you're a struggling YouTuber or you want to support the struggling YouTubers, there's a link. I think there's a link. Is it a link? I don't know, there's a website address. They're probably not links. There are some addresses for you to go to in the descriptions below. Struggleville.net is one of them. And there will be a list there of struggling YouTubers who are trying to reach their goals of still being monetized or being monetized again, because this was a job for some people. This is what people did for a living and paid their bills, and now they can't because YouTube decided that big YouTubers upset advertisers. So now you can only be a big YouTuber. It hasn't made any sense to me, but I'm pretty sure I conveyed the message as clearly as possible. I mean, they demonetized me without even watching my content. So how do they know whether it was good or not? I don't know. They don't. That's how. They just don't. And I missed some spots here and there. That's fine. There he is. No, he isn't. Just little touch-ups. Why these touch-ups so small? How did I miss these little dots everywhere? Not sure. But see, if I zoom out, then you start to see that, yeah, it's not up against the line. I don't care. That's not the point. So then to add shading, probably not going to add highlights, but I will add some shading. Switch this over back to black and drop it down about 20%. And I'm going to have to zoom in a lot more for that. Not that much. Hello, viewer. Just saw you come in. Just doing some suggestions for some numbers, random numbers, and drawing some scenes. The numbers, first number 1 through 13, second number 1 through possibly 23. I think one of the seasons only goes up to 6, though. And I was picking a scene from that episode. And eventually I'm going to do kind of an intro, what would be the animated intro. It's all in the description below. There's also some links to some things. I don't know if they're real links, though. There are some web addresses down below. One to the Struggleville, and there's one to my blog, and one to my Facebook page. If you wanted to see more of this content and wanted to know what to watch, probably laid out better there. No, I did that wrong. Nuclear fallout? Or Fallout Boy? Oh. Hmm. Well, that's a custom character thing, though. I think just about everything I draw here is, well, okay, Gengar was not an OC. Here, I'll get to this coloring later. So, best way to do this, I can draw a character. If you want to pick somebody like a Vault Dweller, okay, I think I can do that. I can do that. So I hope I can. Starting to get carpal tunnel. Let's see here. What is that? Line thickness is, yeah, 15. What do you want to see them doing? Did someone say Vault Dweller? Oh, hello, Vault Dweller. A 177. Hmm. Well, I can't see your picture. I was about to draw you. Okay. Man, drawing the Vault Dwellers, that's kind of hard. I don't really remember what they look like. Oh, okay. Here, let's. I think I have an idea. I'm going to do this in 3 steps. Number 177, huh? I am unfamiliar with that vault. So if they're going to be on. Okay. Yeah, I always wanted a vault number 4. They didn't really have a 4. Kind of the number I always jump to for everything. Why is that angle so hard to do with on the right side? Good old people who make mods. Oh, wow. So they made a real life vault suit for you? Do you go cosplay in that? That's pretty cool. I think, oh man, I don't remember what I did for last Halloween, but a couple Halloweens ago, I played, was that? I played the first Doctor from Doctor Who, and then later came back to the party in a completely different costume that I was claiming to be the 23rd Doctor, which some people got because I do Doctor Who fan films. I never realized how hard it was to draw a dog from behind. Oh, okay. Enclave soldier remaining military. Does anybody know the lore behind what determines if somebody turns into a ghoul? Like, not a feral ghoul, but like the vault salesman turned into a ghoul, but it didn't look like he was in a safe place, and not much safer than all the other skeletons that were around. So would you say that the salesman got lucky or was very unlucky? Because he didn't get too much radiation. Suppose in the game he doesn't consider himself to be very lucky. But that's mostly because he's looking at yeah, he's mostly looking at the vault dweller, your sole survivor, and how they were frozen the whole time. But at what cost? Oh, dang it. There we go. Keep forgetting about that. So, come up here. Oh, no babies. I never treated the ghouls like trash, though. As long as you ignore one of my Fallout 3 gameplays. In Fallout 4, I guess I was used to them. Go back to that layer. Stop switching layers on me. We did it again. Let me get a definitive line here. Yeah, I remember one of my friends played the first Fallout on his computer. I just kind of watched. I had no idea what it was, but it looked cool. And then many years later, I'd forgotten all about it. And then Fallout 3 came out, and I played that a bit, but I didn't really get into it. But when Fallout 4 came out, that's the one that I purchased it. One of my friends was playing it all the time, so I was like, why not? It looks cool. I didn't make the connection between the two games for many years because they're just that different. Ever got around to New Vegas? What was I playing at the time? I remember what game I was into at the time. I may not have been playing games during the whole New Vegas thing when that came out. I didn't even own Fallout 3 when I played it the first time. The only reason I ever got around to playing it again was because it was free with Fallout 4 when I bought that. Oh, cousin was playing Fallout 3, and I remember the cover one. My friends took my little Fallout 3 paper and downloaded it on his Xbox. We played because he did not like it. Oh, I remember the cover. My friends took my little Fallout 3 paper. I had become unaware that Fallout 3 had what is that system called? Uh, Durability system with its weapons. What? Well, I don't remember no iron sights, but their weapons break, and I like that, but I would have liked to have known that before I'd started playing it, because I would have been a bit more cautious with my weapons. All right, I'll see you back in a bit. I was sticking a ruler straight to this thing. That doesn't look right. Now don't start with that. Is it Ernie Gang? I know the Ernie Gang way. Nah, I'm 30 years old. I don't do that. I'm in the middle of being part of it because it's my generation and being part of it because I'm trying to be cool. So I'm just not part of it. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty old for being. I'm not saying I'm old for being on YouTube because I've seen people that are older than me. Pretty old for trying to do what I do on YouTube. Like I waited way too long. I went and made a lot of music. That was basically my life for the last 10 years. And then in the meantime, I was trying to, I don't know, find some kind of career in either cinema in the cinema or in voice acting, some kind of acting career. Did a lot of writing. It wasn't until recently that I started a blog. Maybe? Do you know this guy? Thank you. Do that line too far away. Drawing advice. Never draw a dog from behind. Okay. Yeah, I'll do probably a full render of this on my own spare time here. I don't think I'll have time today. Probably do a cityscape here or something. Standing over a hill. Yep. Well, there it is for now. Uh, since I can't really talk and color at the same time, it takes me a lot of concentration and effort, and I think it takes about an hour. I don't know. I was coloring that, and I was coloring that and wasn't saying a dang thing. But I'll get around to coloring that. Do the blue, the gold, do little touch-ups here and there, even some things out. I think I'm going to do a landscape here, something out of focus and in the distance. Then I'll put that up on my DeviantArt. So do you know if you've seen me on DeviantArt? I might have a link in the description of this. I do not. Yeah, I do. There it is. To see more, you can go to Finkelmistcomics DeviantArt. Up there, I've got all sorts of things that are from the same saga that this guy's from, and I have never drawn him on the computer before, and it's been a long time since I've drawn him, and I didn't want to dig up the old drawing of him to figure out what he looked like. I'm sorry you got here when I was like about 2 hours in. Where did the other guy go? Rancho Patrick? Well, all right. Well, if you are on there, do you post your drawings? Aw, I was hoping I'd get to see some of it. Well, they're only cringy if you think they're cringy. Furry stage. Are you saying you're not one anymore? Of course, if you have a vault suit, that's pretty much all you need. That's yeah, that sounds pretty 20 bucks. I could afford that. How much is the fur? Well, that sounds like something you really got to be committed to. I think I paid. See, I got my first Doctor costume on Hello Cosplay. It may have been $95. But I also plan on using it on some fan films. You know, business expense. eBay vaults to 50 plus 20 for the number change, but it came with others, so in case it's too big or small. Sounds even better. Regular brown shoes, 10 bucks. Marshalls. Don't rename that. I didn't want to do highlights, but I'm going to do just a couple. Yeah, there we go. Well, before my wrist just completely breaks on me, I'm going to end this here. I'll do another one sometime soon. I'm sure I'll make an announcement since this one didn't crash and it was just a secondary test of the live streaming. Glad it didn't crash. The last time I did this, it crashed 4 times or something. And if you want to check out anything else I have some information in the description below. Please read my blog. It's great. It still makes me money. YouTube doesn't right now. That's the whole struggle. And if you are struggling or want to help anybody who's struggling, there is a link to struggleville.net where there is a list of struggling YouTubers on there. And also, I have a link to something else, my Facebook page. Yep, that's it. Facebook page and my art page. Thanks for joining me if you did, and stay safe out there.